I'm Kate Weitz, founder and director of the Common Senses Festival. I'm also a mother to an autistic teen, Freddie. He's 14 years old. Autism has been in the news quite a bit in the last few weeks. I have sat and really reflected on the big announcement that this administration made about the supposed link between N-acetylphenidine and the cause of autism. I know for sure that the Tylenol I took during my pregnancy did not cause my son's autism diagnosis. I do worry about families that are getting a diagnosis now or have recently and are now rethinking everything that they've done. I do know what it's like to get questions from family members and to also question yourself. Is there anything that I could have done to make things easier for my child? There is precedent for this type of behavior coming from not only political individuals, but society at large, shaming mothers. We are fortunate today to present to you a film called Refrigerator Mothers. It reflects on the 50s and 60s, probably into the 70s, where the powers that be were a larger community of men, that were blaming mothers for their children's autism diagnosis. And they were called, like the film, Refrigerator Mothers. They claimed that the children were diagnosed with autism because the mothers were not loving or maternal. We know now that that's not the case. It never was the case. There are tones of misogyny, racism, and ableism. The trifecta of hate that we have to push back on. I'd like to give a very big shout out to Kartemquin Films. This is just the start. I want to start a much broader conversation with all of you, our community, and see how you're feeling in this current climate and make sure that we are still there for each other and providing community. So I hope you watch the film. Send us DMs, send us information to our website. We'd love to hear from you. Enjoy. Thank you.
Infantile autism is the most severe psychotic disturbance of childhood known to man. And I think that for every child, in order to survive, one must have the feeling that somebody, you are terribly important to somebody.
Somebody cares.
That somebody really cares for you. In the case of these extremely disturbed children, not only nobody cared, but there was a wish that it would be much better if the child wouldn't live.
The child turns into an autistic person because the cold, rejecting refrigerator mother is not able to love and care for that child in the warm way that a child needs.
I met another mother sitting in the hallway, and of course 2 mothers always start to talk in the hallway, and she said, are you one of the refrigerator moms? And I said, what do you mean? She said, well, don't you know that's what we are?
A refrigerator mother, as defined by Bettelheim and the Freudian child psychologist, was someone who held back from interacting and loving a child. Someone who was remote. Someone who wasn't there for the child, someone who wasn't giving.
I really had more faith in God than I did in the doctor. And when my husband could see what was happening to me, he said, this is enough. We're not going back. So we didn't, and she didn't go back. And she was 8, and we made the decision, he and I, we're just going to love her to heck with the doctors.
Nobody knows these children better than the parents who live with them 24 hours a day. That's what I always tell the parents when they would call information and referral. Nobody knows that child better than you. And don't let anybody tell you you don't.